Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday evening. Aubrey here. Hope everyone had a really great day. I am popping on this evening to talk about three things. First one is proper goal setting. Second is planning. And then third is progression. And of course, I'm coming at this from the realm of health and fitness, exercise, and nutrition, specifically speaking tonight about more so the exercise element of it. So let's dive in. I wanted to let everyone know that I do have the May promotion that I'm doing right now, and it's a 12-week program. It's called Spring into Summer. And what that means is it's a 12-week program that includes exercise sessions. There are twice a week, as well as complete exercise planning outside of the sessions that we do one-on-one together, kind of intimately, privately, and intensely, if you will, as well as nutrition planning, nutrition coaching, and complete just the goal for it is lifestyle change. So creating ongoing habits within that 12-week period that are not only enjoyable, but because they're enjoyable, they are sustainable, something that you can continue on past 12 weeks. So spring into summer, and then fall and winter and beyond. So ways that you can get started. It's like a kickstart program. 12 weeks to get started and work from there and really create that sustainable lifestyle progression for you. And it's for anyone of all levels, wherever you're at. If you're a fitness aficionado, if you will, or if you really, have not been active at all. I work with all types. So let's dive in. I like to start with quotes and things that I find. And I was actually searching online earlier for a quote that was appropriate for proper goal setting, because that was my first topic. And I found this on movemequotes.com. I'll share the link afterwards because it is it's like top 15 goal setting quotes, but they included a really great introduction to their post prior to actually just sharing the quotes. And I wanted to share part of it with you here. And it says, "Give a man a bow and arrow and tell him to shoot. And his first response would be, at what? When there's no target, there's no purpose for shooting. He could shoot the arrow anywhere, and wherever the arrow ended up would be where the arrow ended up. Not much to it. On the other hand, if you gave the archer a target and challenged him to hit the bullseye, everything changes. You now gave him something to aim at, something to challenge his skills against, something to measure his progress with, and something that gives all of his effort purpose, all by adding in a simple target. That's what a goal does to a person's life. It changes everything. You were given a life, and you've been told ever since to live it. Well, in order to answer that question, your first thought should be, by doing what? And that is the key focusing question. Everybody in this world has a different set of circumstances, different set of skills, and a different set of opportunities through which they can interact with the world and find their unique sense of fulfillment. Your mission in life should be to figure out what your unique sets are and how you can take action to best capitalize on them that gives all your effort, purpose, and meaning. Goals are the guiding light that get you there. And the first quote that they actually shared after their introduction, which I kind of chopped and screwed, again, I'll share the link in the comments afterwards, is by Zig Ziglar. And he says, a goal properly set is halfway reached. So, all that being said, again, we're going to talk about proper goal setting, planning, and progression. So, proper goal setting. Where do we start? Well, okay, so we have an idea in our brains of, and I'm going to use this in the realm of health and fitness and wellness and weight loss. And really, we have to start with the right goal. Something that is not only motivating enough to get us to move and take action consistently, but also something that isn't so far out there that we can't believe it, right? So we need a target and we need a deadline for the achievement, right? We need to know what it is that we're looking to achieve, and then we also need to know the exact time frame of when we're trying to achieve it. So, in terms of weight loss, let's say the goal is either 10 pounds or 50 pounds. Both are good. Both are great. It depends on the person, depends on where you're at. Awesome. But a time frame is needed for each of those, right? If the goal is 10 pounds, okay, how soon can we healthfully accomplish that? If the goal is 50 pounds, how soon could we healthfully accomplish that? And I say healthfully not only in, okay, what is healthy for the body, but also what is sustainable. Who wants to lose the weight and yo-yo it back right after they do it on these crash fad diets that, are rampant, not only on the internet, but everywhere that we go? So how can we do it in a sustainable way that feels good and is just a total lifestyle change that we are happy with, that we enjoy, that we want to get up and do and are excited about, right? So if the goal, let's say the goal is 50 pounds, the first step would be to break it down. 50 pounds, I wouldn't say, of course, let's lose it in 30 days. Okay, let's reassess the time frame here. 50 pounds. Let's say, okay, the average in terms of healthful weight loss is 1 to 2 pounds a week. So we'll go with 50 pounds. Let's lose 50 pounds over the course of a year. Okay, that's 52 weeks. That's a slow progression and very healthful with healthy lifestyle choices. It's not a crash diet. It's not a fad diet. How many times do we know it didn't take overnight to gain the weight, so thus it's not going to take overnight to lose it? There were certain lifestyle choices that we made that brought us those results. And there are certain lifestyle choices that we have to make in order to change the results that we're getting. But again, it's not an overnight thing. The life that we're living right now is a result of the things that we've done yesterday, the day before that, the day before that, etc. And so the life that we have in the future and the results that we get in the future in any area of our lives, let's take, relationships, etc., career, all of the above. That's going to be a result of what we do today. So, and we can always change that direction. So that being said, breaking it down. Okay, so instead of saying I want to lose 50 pounds in 60 days or 90 days or 6 months, let's say a year and take our time with it and learn to do it properly in a way that is sustainable and enjoyable and something that we continue on. A more healthy lifestyle that really serves us, gives us more energy, and that we really enjoy. Okay? From there, break it down. I do this with my clients all the time. I have a notorious goals worksheet that breaks down goals in a couple of different areas of life, one of which being fitness, another being career, another being life, so on and so forth. And it goes all the way from 30 days to 60 days, 90 days, all the way up to 5 years. Okay, so if the weight loss goal is 50 pounds, let's put that at 1 year, and let's say in 6 months, let's be at half of that, losing 25 pounds. In 60 days, or excuse me, let's chop that in half again. That was 6 months, 25 pounds. In 90 days, let's go for 12 pounds. in 30 days, let's go for not only losing, let's say, 3 or 4 pounds, but what is the routine that we have set in place? A really great 30-day goal is just having a routine and really settling into that, which goes into my next part here, which is planning, proper planning. The right plan to fit into your life. My first question would be, number one, do you keep a calendar? A lot of us have it for work or, other things in our lives, but do you keep a calendar for your own personal health and fitness? For me, I'm training for the Richmond Marathon right now, and I know that I have runs on particular days of the week that I need to get in, and sometimes I have to be flexible and move things around, but I know the plan that I have in place that's going to take me to 26.2 miles on November 11th of this year. Okay, so again, going back to the goal, 50 pounds, okay, breaking it down to, in the next 30 days, creating a routine. Do you have a calendar? What days of the week are you going to do what activities? What are you going to explore? What are you going to do? This is really where I break down things with clients and say, okay, what have you done in the past, if anything? And it's totally not judgmental if there's nothing. And, what could we explore? So from there, okay, do you keep a calendar and do you use it? Do you follow it every day? I've been actually guilty of this myself, is I have a calendar and it it gets looked at sometimes. And I've gotten really, really regimented with it recently in saying, okay, you know what? At this time, I'm scheduling this. At this time, I'm scheduling this. And at this time, I'm scheduling this. It's not just a massive to-do list. It's actually broken down into chunks. At this time, I'm going to get my run in. At this time, I'm going to get my work done. At this time, I have clients. The next day, at this time, I'm doing yoga. At this time, I'm doing administrative work. At this time, I have clients, etc. So it's actually chunking out those times and blocking them and saying, okay, I'm doing this. All right. So from there, what is your weekly schedule? How can you break down making a routine and fitting your priorities in? If you want to make health and fitness and increasing your level of health, your level of energy, your level of fitness, your mood, all of those positive benefits that come with exercise and eating healthier, where are you going to fit it in? Okay? We each have, as we hear, 24 hours in the day. What are we doing with it, and where can we fit it in? Where can we block out specific times that we're saying, you know what, I'm doing this now? And the easiest time, I know not everyone is a morning person. I love mornings, but not everybody does. Totally cool. You don't have to, but when can you fit it in? Can you do something right after work? Can you do something on your lunch break, etc.? So, number 3 is progression. Proper progression. So, mixing it up to continually challenge and change your body to meet your goals. So, what I do with many of my clients is I work with them on a particular exercise routine for about 3 to 4 weeks, and then we switch it up. So not only do we keep the body guessing, but then we also keep it fresh mentally, keep it interesting, keep it kind of fun and exciting. Oh, it's something new, a new challenge, something new to try and see what we can do with our bodies, that kind of a thing. Try different modalities of exercise. If you've never done yoga, go try yoga. If you've never done a bar class, go take a bar class. You never know what you will discover that you're like, oh my gosh, I really enjoy this. And it doesn't really feel like a quote-unquote workout, which can have this kind of overbearing or negative connotation to it, like, oh, sweat, push, hard, that kind of a thing. But excitement and joy and oh, what can I do with this? What's my potential? Those kinds of things. So mentally, it keeps it interesting and fresh. I do this all the time, even with my clients that are in the studio and they have prescribed workouts outside of our sessions. And let's say there's a cardio day, I'm switching it up from, walking to the elliptical, to the stair climber, to dancing, to all kinds of different, bicycle, etc., swimming. There are endless different modalities of exercise that we can try, and it's a lot of fun. So those are my points for this evening. Number 1, proper goal setting, getting the right goal. And number 2, planning, breaking it down, and then fitting it into the calendar in specific time blocks. Number 3, mixing it up and progressing the intensity, progressing the different types of modalities of exercise. And this is really something that I do with clients specifically, is I can see where they're at in their workouts and suggest different things that will re-challenge their bodies and kind of give a jolt, if you will. Not only, of course, physically, but mentally as well. So it's one of the areas that I really, really enjoy working with my clients on. So again, I wanted to remind you guys, I have the May promotion. It's one more week. Okay, there's 1 week left to get started. It's 12 weeks. It's called Spring into Summer. Start now. Okay? Summer is right around the corner. We've got Memorial Day this weekend. People are thinking about the pools opening. It's closely beach season. And, I know a lot of people want to get into shape for the summer, and they want to feel good when they're in less clothing. But think further out than that, if I can encourage you. Think further out in terms of just how you feel overall, the type of lifestyle that you would like, eating foods that make you feel good, moving in ways that make you feel good as well, boosting the positivity in your life, boosting the confidence, those things, a sustainable way that you can make lifestyle choices that you enjoy and that take you throughout the rest of the year. Start thinking about now. Okay, there's a lot of people who at the beginning of 2018, it's kind of scary to say, will be thinking about New Year's resolutions. And I realized, it was only 5 months ago, 5.5, almost 6 months ago now. But it was 6 months ago. Did you make a commitment at the beginning of the year that you were going to do something different? Did you follow through on it? If not, it's okay. You can recommit at any time. It's your life. It's your choices. And there's no shame in picking up something that you dropped or put down, So if it's something that you really want to do, you want to heighten your fitness, you want to heighten your level of health, then it is worth putting down the ego a little bit and just saying, you know what, I dropped the ball, I'm going to pick it right back up. I don't care. I don't care what anybody else thinks either. So let me encourage you to do that. I am going to hop off, and it's getting a little bit late, so it's time for sleep soon. I hope that you guys had a really great Wednesday. I will look forward to talking with you soon. Again, I will share that link to this article that I had found with that beginning quote, and to repeat that quote, it's by Zig Ziglar. He says, a goal properly set is halfway reached. So have a great rest of your night, get some great sleep for the rest of the week, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon.